Have you ever looked at a beautiful reef aquarium like at SeaWorld and wondered what would you need to have in order to actually put that into your own home? One thing that you would need is a canister filter. These are large filters that are very powerful, actually pretty much the most powerful on the market. Now, they can be sometimes a little scary for most people because of, one, their size, and two, they look pretty complicated with all the parts and everything. So, today I hope to show you that it's not really that big, not that bad to take care of them. I will show you how to service them. Now, this will be of importance to anyone who has an aquarium, anyone who wants to have an aquarium, a pond, or even a pool, because all use the same types of filters. Now, I will be showing you today how first how to disattach the filter from the aquarium. I will then show you how to disassemble it, how to clean it, how to attach everything, and start it up again. So first, let's start with how to remove it from the aquarium. First, what you'll want to do is cut off the intake valve. This stops water from flowing in. You will then remove the intake hose. Now, once the hose is removed, air will flow in and pull any water that's out back into the aquarium. This makes the thing lighter so you can actually carry it around. Next, you will close off the outtake and remove that hose. Once you have removed this hose, you would then unplug and turn off the filter. Now you can carry it around to wherever you want to do the actual servicing. I recommend some place that has bright lighting and has a running water source. Once you now that you have it wherever you want to clean it, I'll show you how to disassemble it. First, what you'll want to do is remove the clamps that hold the motor housing. Once that's done, you can lift the motor away and set it aside. You won't be doing too much with that because it's completely sealed and we want to keep it that way. You will then remove this, which holds down the media baskets. Now, the media baskets are right below it. These are what hold the various types of filter media that the filter uses to remove unwanted stuff like large pieces of fish poop, as well as any chemicals that might be in the aquarium that could be harmful to the fish. And each one should hold different stuff. Every canister filter has these media baskets. They have different numbers depending on the size, but they all have them. Once you remove the media baskets, you would then remove any media that has been used and throw it away. At this point, it'll look like this black muck. That's because that's all the stuff that was originally in the tank that the filter removed. Okay, now, with all the stuff removed, you then take each piece and you clean it. You can do this with a water jet, like a faucet, or you can use a washcloth, or I prefer to use a toothbrush. You will then scrub every single piece of this filter so that there is no muck left. Once that is all clean, you will then place whatever media you want into the baskets and place them back in the filter unit. Now, the different media baskets should have different types of filtration media, like mechanical, which is the filter floss, to chemical, like activated carbon. Some of these medias will not come in a bag themselves, so you have to put it in a bag to make sure it doesn't flow around and get sucked into the impeller, which will break the filter. Place them back in. And then for my last one, I'm using biological filter media, which provides surfaces for bacteria to colonize that digest the fish poop and stuff like that. You then replace whatever holds all the baskets down. Now that that's all set up, you can replace the motor housing. You then put the clamps back down again, up and nice and tight, because now you don't want any water escaping. And then you take it back to the aquarium. Now, once you're back in the aquarium, you can hook up the hoses in whichever order you wish. It doesn't really matter in that case. But there is one major difference between canister filters and every other type of filter out there, which can be a little tricky. You have to prime the filter. To do that, you basically have to replace all the air that's now in there with water. Different filters have different methods for doing that. Some of them will require you to put water in there either by pouring it in, or in some cases, unfortunately, siphoning the water through by sucking it through the hoses and everything. However, some of them, like mine, happily, have a built-in pump, which you can use once it's all hooked up to pump water in. It'll fill up. Now, once it's full, you can then plug the filter back in, and if everything was done correctly, it'll start right back up and go back to cleaning your aquarium. So now let's take a brief recap of what I've shown you. Today I've shown you how to remove the canister filter from the aquarium, how to disassemble the filter, and how to clean it, as well as how to reassemble and hook it back up and start it again. Hopefully this will show you how simple they really are, and it'll be less intimidating if you want to start up your own aquarium. Thank you.
How long was it?